special guest on the phone. As you have heard him probably a million times before, but now he's really turning the heat up. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, straight from Chicago somewhere.
Finally, Hollywood has come back to the WWF to kick The Rock's crippled ass.
How bad? Have you any reports on how bad he may be?
Oh, brother, I heard they were digging a big 6-foot hole to put his crippled ass in. You know something? I think that's the last we'll ever see of The Rock.
You're on the verge of almost like being criminal last night. I mean, really?
Well, brother, there's going to be some serious repercussions from this one, but, no fingerprints, brother.
Hogan goes in the middle of the ring with Nash and Hall holding The Rock, kicks his ass. They put him in an ambulance. Then Hogan takes a big ass semi and runs over the ambulance last night with The Rock in it
because it was just too sweet.
And then he threatened the ambulance driver.
Yeah, they got out and ran. And then they smashed the ambulance down to oblivion.
Yeah.
You know what, brother? I'm really excited because now that we've proven all these so-called experts wrong. I mean, the sheet guys, the guys that were booking the WCW that thought Hulk Hogan was, all washed up, they can kiss my ball-headed ass.
All the people that used to give me a hard time saying, why is Bubba such a Hogan mark? Hogan's has been. He doesn't bring anything to the show. First of all, I never put you on. We just talk about lifting weights and whatever, and it happens to be that you're back in the business, hot as ever. I mean, people just all these anti-Hogan haters, from the Meltzers to the cheat sheets. Look at you now, bitch.
It just shows you, brother. It just goes to show that Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan, nobody knows more about this business than those two guys, man. I mean, give me a break. Box office, draw money, night after night after night, as long as you do the right thing, But all these guys thought they knew the wrestling business.
All the haters.
All the haters, player haters, they can kiss my ball-headed ass.
Who's next? I mean,
you know who's going to be next? I feel so damn cocky, brother. I smartened you up. I gave you a little buzz off the air. I told you, brother. Now that, we've got that so-called rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, locked up where he should be, that crazy son of a bitch. And now that The Rock, is 6 feet under. The thing is, there's only one person that should really have enough bizzalls to show up, and fight me, and that would be probably The Rock's daddy. But then I'll kick his crippled up ass just like I kicked his son.
Oh yeah, he's really got an axe to grind. Considering one, you kicked his ass back in the day, and two, last night you may have off this. That's The Rock's. That's a hell of a paycheck that he's bringing in for the family, and you pretty much whipped his ass. So if I was Rocky's dad, I'd really be pissed off right now.
Maybe his dad will step up to the plate and I can kick his ass one more time.
Ned, what are you, 60, Ned? What are you going to do when Hogan grabs your 140-pound ass and just beats the crap out of you?
Yeah, we'll see. I get him in the airplane spin.
Like the old moves.
You know who Ned reminds me of, Terry? The guy that was friends of your family and your father and you, that's from the Elvis wannabe from Cocoa Beach?
God, what's his name? Bobby Nagel.
Bobby Nagel that ran all the clubs back in the day when you used to run hard over in Cocoa?
Yeah.
That's who Ned reminds me of.
Oh, God.
Having Ned said he's going to get you in an airplane spin, would be Bobby Nagel telling you he's going to whip your ass. No disrespect to Bobby Nagel, but there's not a chance in hell to happen.
Fireman's carry.
Fireman's carry. What are you, a shoot wrestler now?
Fireman's carry. What are you going to do? Carry him around the arena?
What's all the Briscoes and the Pattersons? What's the general consensus backstage is what you're doing?
Oh, they're shaking their boots. I think they think I'm out of my mind. I said, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning, brother.
And Jericho.
Oh, he better watch out. I'll whip his little ass and take both those two belts.
I'll whip his little ass and take both of his two belts.
And stick him up his candy ass.
Hogan said
it ain't gonna be candy ass anymore. It's crippled ass.
Hogan was telling me this early this morning when I was coming to work. He was coming out through the curtains and he just stared at Jericho. And Jericho was like 4 sheets of white, like somebody just killed his entire family. And Hogan says, "You better watch your little ass because you may be next."
Well, last night Jericho was the guest commentator for the main event,
right?
And JR was asking him, "Have you thanked the NWO yet for keeping your belts?" And Jericho said, "Well, we're not going to talk about the specifics of how I kept my belt.
Oh yeah,
I just kept it."
Yeah, well, he better watch out. I'll take both those belts from him. From now on, it's not candied ass; it's crippled ass.
Yeah, and even Jericho being a heel, even the heels are not immune to the NWO wrath. Doesn't matter if you're a baby or heel. It doesn't matter who you are.
No, Vince McMahon's paying me some serious money to straighten this WWF thing out. And the bottom line is he realizes we're a cancer. And he realizes the way we do stuff. You know what? I told him when we did this deal. I said, brother, there's not one wrestler in that dressing room that can kick Hall, Nash, and Hogan's ass together. That's what we're doing, brother. They drew first blood, you know. We were going to come in and be cool about stuff, you know, but they started it, so now we're going to finish it.
How's just to kind of find, I just want to get a general consensus about some of the boys who may be next. How's the Taker been doing?
Well, the Taker, you know, we're leaving him alone, brother. We ain't got no bitches with the Taker yet. You know?
Listen to the NWO kind of like, you know, they know that they pick and choose. They're like little hyenas, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna come get who they can.
Well, Taker's all healed out right now on his own warpath.
Right.
Well, I got respect for the Taker. I've been around the block a couple times. You know, I don't want to get spiked on my head again. But the bottom line is, you know, everybody's in check. Everybody knows what we're all about, and you know, everybody's got the little attitude and cocky that they're untouchable. You know that.
Have you been looking, Hogan? Have you been looking for possible new members, or it's too early to call?
Oh, brother, I got a couple guys. I'm looking at, but you know what? We got some serious tests you got to pass to be part of this Kliq, brother. You know,
it's not going to be as easy as it was when it was WCW.
No, I had too many guys drop the ball a bit before, and this time, brother, this is dead ass serious because this is my last time around the block. And the bottom line is, at the end of the day, I'm going to give them something to remember me by.
When would you foresee of you possibly bringing another member in, whatever that requirement would be?
Well, brother, I'm working on that right now. I got a couple people we're recruiting, but you know what? It's not so much us talking them into it. They need to pass the test, brother, because I don't want no weak link this time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Terry.
Oh, no,
yeah.
Ned.
Ned.
Well, brother, we're cool. We're jamming. Straight up jamming. Full tilt boogie. Janice Joplin, my theme. And this is my whole attitude about everything now. I'd rather go full tilt boogie for a short while than half-ass for a long while.
You know your son's listening right now. He's probably going to school.
Uh-oh, I better calm down.
What's up, Nitro Nicky?
Hey, big brother, we love you.
All right, brother, I'll give you a call later today.
Yeah, I'm just glad, man. I just lay here, man. I'm still laying here in bed in the Windy City here. I'm rolling back home here tonight, you know. I think the bottom line is I'm going to kick the doors down at the French hand. I might spray paint the damn French hand when I get home.
Can you imagine the French hand?
I might kick Linda's ass if she gives me any shit.
Like Hogan says, man, if you love a woman and, whatever.
I might, you know what?
I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to, because he told it to me one time when we were lifting weights, and I'll just get a bunch of heat on it, so I ain't saying it.
I might just go ahead and spray paint that damn French hand NWO style, man. Drop a leg on her ass. Maybe she can smell what Hollywood's cooking.
I got news for you. She's a shooter, and you know what? She's no prima donna like Rock. She'd probably whip your ass.
Well, I'll tell you one damn thing. I learned that big power bomb from Kevin Nash, so when I grab her and stick her head right between my thighs.
Talking about his wife, ladies and gentlemen.
and I start clamping down on her ears, and I power bomb her ass right through the bar at the French end. She'll be smelling what Hollywood's cooking.
It's the Hulk Hogan versus wife matchup this Thursday night at the French Hen. Limited tickets available. Can you imagine how that place can be packed to the gills?
Oh my God!
I'll tell you what, I better shut my ass. She just might kick my ass in front of everybody in there.
Exactly. She'll start poking that chest like she does too, and then you're done. I've seen you start Shakespearean on the deal too. And don't get mad at her.
She'll do the Rob Van Dam off the bar on me with them big Bel Air bombers. I'll be shaking like a tuna fish on the floor.
And you know that Linda's not a light worker. She lays him in stiff. You know that.
Oh, brother, I better shut the hell up, man. Did I say all that crap?
Yeah, I know. Tap out, T.